Hello everybody, and in this section I will show you how to just practice with the measure of the location from the dataset will be called the thing that I uploaded, apartment rent with the answer. Okay, so actually you just have to go up here and then download. And to be honest, so I already done for all the calculation already. I will just scroll it down a little bit, like zoom out. So actually, like I already saved for all the data over here, but we will not just stop with there. This will be the thing that you can just easily do it with by yourself. But at the same time, I will just to demonstrate it how to do it with this data file. So I copy it and then paste it in a new data file. Want to do it all like with the times in my environment because I want to do it and make it a little bit clearer. And this will be the number of observation and the rental. Okay, this may be rental cost. Okay, of course they will be in dollar. Okay, fine. And yeah. So first of all, of everything, we have to take a look into what exactly the data is. So you can see like over here we have the 2 variable and also 70 observation, right? We have a 7 different house or apartment. So this is the data in rental, like apartment rental. So the data, okay, includes 70 observation, as you can see before. And also 2 variable, but actually I just care about the rental cost, so I can say like 1 variable rental cost, and that's here quantitative data. Okay, quantitative data. And for the business context, what do you think? What do you think will be the business context of this kind of data sets? So the people will be the rentant. Okay, the people who go to rent for your apartment. You go to check the price of available apartment in the area. Okay, 70 house from 7 different house, and he would say like what would be the cheapest one, what the most expensive one, and what would be the average price, which one can be the best option. Okay, so in this one we will try to first of all investigate the measures, or you can say measurement measures of center. Okay, or you can say measure of location according to the textbook. So the textbook, and also for the PowerPoint slide, also called as the measure of location. So we will just deal with the mean, median, most, and also the quartile. That will be the main thing we will do. The other thing you can just take a look on the slide. So first of all, the first one I want to do will be mean value, or you can say average. Alright, the mean values over here. I want to see the mean price of all the rental apartment. Okay, and what can I do? Like I would just use the function average. You can see the function average. We don't have the function mean, so in Excel we use the function average, and I just have to use the V2, use the combination of all the keyboard like Control Shift and arrow down. Okay, I select it all. Of course, you can score it by just the mouse, but I prefer to use this on the keyboard, make it more professional. So that's to be 590.8. So what does this mean? That means the average rental price for an apartment in this area, okay, from the 70 apartment available, a 590.8 Okay, so that means when you see something like the price up like $550 for a apartment, you mean they lower than the average price. If you see some of them will be like $600 apartment, you know that they are more expensive than the average price. So that's the reason why we talk about the average price. And another thing would be like median. Okay, the median according to the slide, okay, you can easily find it over here. The median will be the value in the middle when the data item are arranged in the ascending order or the descending order they find. So how can we do it? We just use the value for the median function, and the same way, the same philosophy, you just apply it from the B2 into the B71, and over here I got it like 575. So what does it mean? It's going to be in the middle of the data set. So that means 50% of the apartment has the price less than, okay, and no, sorry, less than, not 50%, $575. And of course that means 50% of the apartment have the price above, okay, $575. Okay, that's good, right? And the third one I wanted to introduce will be mode. Mode will be the value that's occur with the greatest frequency. That means it's appear most, it's appear a lot. Okay, so how can we just represent it? Mode. Also the function will be mode. That's actually the very kind of like old function, but you just need to use like this way. And the same way, B2 into, now I remember, right, into B71. Okay, and you see like that's 550. So what does it mean? That mean the price of $550 either most popular price in among all the apartment. So that means you can easily find, you see all about like from the 70 different apartment, right? The highest possibility that you can find would be $550 for apartment. And we can also check for the availability, right? How many times, that's just like a small one. How many times? Okay, so you can easily check it by the count if, right? Count if for the rent from like B2 into B72, 71, sorry, and criteria will be 550. You want to see like amount from B2 and B71, how many of them will appear for the value of 550. Or you can also use this one, okay, G7. They're the same. Okay, and the seventh time appear. You think like 7 times over 470 half. So that means that's the relative frequencies of the 10%. That a lot. That's the reason why. Okay. And the last one will be the quartile. I wanted to tell you about the quartile. You check it and you can see that the quartile could be the value that just separate the data into the quartile into the different part, into the 4 different section of 25% of all the data belong to. So for the Q1, that means this belong to here, and if all the data from the minimum into the maximum, the Q1 will larger than 25 small value of the data, while it will be smaller than 75% of the all the data. The same thing apply for the Q3. Q3 will also sometimes called the 75% percentile, and that means they will be larger than 75 small value in the data, and they will be smaller than 25% data. Okay, so the same thing, the quartile, we of course have three different quartile. Okay, so the first quartile, as I say, Q1 that means also called the 25% quartile. Okay, or 25% percentile, they be the same. So I just use the function quartile. Okay, quartile, and the arrays could be from B2 into B7D1. Okay, and when I use the comma, it will ask me for what kinds of quartile I want to see. 0, that means I want to find the minimum value. Quartile 1 that means first quartile, or the 25% of percentile. Okay, so they're the same, so I put here like 1. Okay, and that means that's be to 546.25. so what does it mean? 25% of the apartment has the price less than $546.25, and 75% the rest has the price above $546.25. Okay, they quite the same. So the Q2 actually, when I talk about the Q2, what does it mean when I say about Q2? The Q2 actually will be the same with the median. Okay, so they are 35% quartile, or they also the median value. So we will going to check if they are the same with the median, because the same idea, right? 25% will smaller than the Q2, and 50% of the data will be smaller than Q2, and 50% will be larger than Q2. So I will use the quartile this time, and then from B2 into B71, and I will put in median value of 50% percentile too. Okay, and that's will be it. Okay, this means the Q3. The Q3 means 75% quartile. Okay, and this time the same, right? I use quartile and arrays from B2 into B71, and now 3. Okay, the third quartile. Okay, the idea will be what I say with this one. So that means 75% of the apartment have a price less than this number. Okay, 622.5, and 25% have the price above that number, $622.5. Okay, and this would be the basic idea about the measures of location, including the mean, median, most, and all the quartile. Okay, thank you for your listening.